Sky News. I'm Lizzie Torres.
And I'm Jay Carley.
We now go to a story from our very own Chris Martin, who's reporting a current issue in Mexico.
Mexico, a land torn by war. The people here struggle under the vicious rule of Porfirio Diaz. Diaz's harsh rule leaves many of the Mexican people struggling to survive daily, while the elite flourish. Despite these struggles, Diaz has remained in the presidency virtually unchallenged. I managed to sit down in an exclusive interview with Mexico's current leader, Porfirio Diaz. So, President Diaz, how would you evaluate your rule of Mexico?
Well, I don't mean to brag or anything, but I'm pretty much the best option we have right now. I'm loved by my people for my fair treatment and valuable economic reform. Nothing else to say, really. I'm pretty much the biggest baller in the South.
How do you justify the economic and land reforms of your presidency?
Well, I've entrusted all the land to my most trusted homies to keep it safe, of course, and also I've given the industries to various international corporations. I'm not sure where you're getting your information, sir. I believe I would have heard about an uprising in Chihuahua. If you'll excuse me, there's an urgent matter I have to attend to.
Revolution swept the land. Leaders emerged, supported by the people. The uprising in the north is being led by two aggressive leaders, Pancho Villa and Francisco Madero. Madero, a young man from a wealthy family in the north of Mexico, stated that he would be running against Diaz for the presidency in the next election. To ensure Madero did not win, Diaz had him thrown in jail, then declared himself the winner. Madero soon escaped and fled for a short period of time to San Antonio, Texas. He had just returned to Mexico with the support of the people and is marching on Mexico City. I managed to track him down to an undisclosed location to sit down and ask him some questions. Mr. Madero,
Sí.
what do you think you can offer over the current regime of Diaz?
An excellent question. I have the support of my people due to my agrarian reforms, and I am supported by all the rebel leaders. Diaz wishes he was as loved as I am.
How do you respond to the claims that you're only in this for the pride and glory?
I have nothing to gain from this election, Mr. Martin. I already hail from the fifth richest family in Mexico and have everything I could ever want. I fight this revolution to support and help the people I so dearly love. I use this revolution as a step towards a new Mexico.
After my interview with the leader of the rebellion in the north, I decided that it would be best to meet with the smaller group leaders of the revolution, starting with Pancho Villa, who was the main supporter of Madero in his fight against Diaz. So tell me, Mr. Villa, how do you plan to lead your people to freedom?
I've been gaining a lot of support lately from the peasants and farmers. We use hit-and-run tactics against the haciendas to fund our war. We plan to march against the state capitol to show that we mean business.
How do you intend to show your seriousness to the government besides small conflicts?
Well, as I said before, we plan to take the state capitol. I've also been working in collaboration with some other rebel leaders. We plan to take down the federal government together.
It sounds like you don't get along well with the other rebel leaders. Would you care to expand on that?
No.
Do you feel that your actions are hurting the people of Mexico more than helping them?
No, everything I do is for the people of Mexico. It's all against the federal government. That's who we're trying to take down. I love them.
After publishing my interviews to the local newspapers, I was contacted by Emiliano Zapata, the leader of the revolution in the South. He asked me to travel south to meet for an interview with him and then publish it to the local papers. I heartfully agreed, hoping to get some more information about the current revolution. Can you tell me why you take such extreme actions against the people that you say you're fighting for?
Sometimes I believe it's necessary to use an extreme amount of power to keep the people that are my followers in line.
So tell me, what is the difference between the peasants and the hacendados? Do you return the land and wealth to your people?
Well, hacendados do not deserve the land that they are on, and peasants deserve the chance at wealth as equally as the hacendados. And yes, I will try with whatever I can to return the land to my people.
How do you believe you can change the government versus the current rebel leaders in the north?
We do not speak of them here.
As I leave Mexico, I'm very sorry to say the revolution wages on. The people fight for their freedoms, while Diaz attempts to retain control of the country. We will see soon what the result of this bloody conflict will be as it winds down. I hope that whatever government replaces Diaz will be stable enough to remain in power for a very long time. This is Chris Martin, reporting for Sky News.
Soy un hombre muy honrado que me gusta lo mejor. A mujeres no me falta ni el dinero.